So, hello everybody. Here we are back with The Lord of the Rings, the card game by Fantasy Flight Games. This is my third play, well actually my fourth playthrough, but my third one on camera. I've in the meantime looked at a blog called Tales from the Cards wordpress.com, where I found some tips on deck building, because obviously I played three different games, and it becomes quite clear that in this game it is all about what do you put in your deck. I'm going to do a comparison between this game, the adventure card game Pathfinder, and the Legendary Encounters Alien, because they all are card games, deck games, maybe deck building games, whatever you want to call them. But they play very, very differently, and I'm going to explain what the differences are in a longer video where I'm also going to talk about other things as well. So what I'm now doing is I'm using a Spirit Lore combo with Eleanor and Eowyn from the Spirit realm, and, well, not realm, but sphere, and Beravor from the Lore sphere. It's a 50 card deck based just off of the base game. So basically the recommended, or the example deck that is on the blog cannot be reproduced just using one base game, simply because you're missing cards. But that's fine, I basically filled it up, so we'll see how that goes. The initial threat is 26, so we have the Old Forest Road and the Forest Spider in the staging area as per the information in the setup. We have 3 resources available, and due to the nature of the mixed combo, the lore will advance more slowly. Simply, the lore basically resource pool will advance more slowly because we only have one hero from that resource. So let's see what we've got. We've got, and let's order these a little bit, Gleowin from the Lore Sphere, he costs 2. Miner of the Iron Hills, again from the Lore Sphere 2, and the Forest Snare, which is a really cool attack prevention card, also from the Lore Sphere for 3. And then we have Stand and Fight from the Spirit Sphere. It costs X, so basically the amount of money that you would pay for the hero from the ally from the discard pile you would like to resurrect. Then we have the Lorien Guide, which is an ally for 3, and then we have the Unexpected Courage, which is a condition which you attach to a hero, and you exhaust this Unexpected Courage to ready the attached hero. Now, each of my heroes has a unique ability. For Beravor, she's a Dunedain Ranger, and her particular ability is to exhaust her so that I can choose to draw 2 cards. Eleanor from Gondor can be exhausted to cancel the when revealed effects of a treachery card just revealed by the encounter deck. Then discard that card and replace it with the next card from the encounter deck. And lastly, Eowyn, I can discard 1 card from my hand to give Eowyn +1 in the mind ability for questing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy the Unexpected Courage, and I'm going to assign it to Beravor. It's number 1 as my action. Then I'm going to exhaust her to draw 2 cards, 1, 2, to add to my hand. So now my hand is up by 2. And then I'm going to exhaust the condition Unexpected Courage so that Beravor is up and is readied again so that she can perform another action. And now it's time for questing. We have a quest threat at the moment of 3. We're going to look at the cards that we just drew. It's a condition again attached to a hero, the Favor of the Lady, which would give the hero a +1 in the mind ability so that they can quest better. So this one will definitely go to Eowyn. And then we have the Wandering Took as an ally. Now the problem with this ally here is it only really works if you have 2 players, because you can move this card to the other player and then reduce the threat by 2. since I only have one player, this is not applicable, so what I will do is I will just use him as a meat shield. Okay, so now we have to decide who's going to quest, and if so, I mean, we definitely see that the forest spider will attack. We can't prevent that from happening. So I think the forest spider should attack our Dunedain ranger, and we're going to I'm going to commit Eowyn and Eleanor to the quest. So we have 5 for questing. We're going to draw a card, and it's a Dol Guldur Orcs. The first player chooses one character currently committed to a quest, and this character gets 2 damage. So we're going to give 2 damage to Miss Eowyn. So now the threat is at 5, and we have 5 to counter this. The threat doesn't go up, but we also don't make any progress. But now what we're going to be doing is we're going to travel to the Old Forest Road, which allows us to ready one character, which is Eleanor. Now, what's going to happen is that both are going to attack. One is going to engage Eleanor, and one is going to engage Beravor. They will both defend. Each one gets a shadow card. Let's turn over the shadow effect card. No shadow effect. Defending player must choose and exhaust one character he controls. What happens if you can't do that? Then you just basically ignore it. So now this one has 3 attack, and it attacks Beravor, and Beravor takes 1 damage. And this one has 2 attack, and it attacks Eleanor, and she takes 0 damage. So that's the end of this round. We go up the threat by 1. We ready everyone. We get resources 1, 2, 3. These are all engaged with us. So let's see, we have 2 resources which we're going to use. We're going to buy the Miner of the Iron Hills as an ally. And we're going to buy the condition, the Favor of the Lady, to give Eowyn a boost for questing. Also, we're going to draw another card. And we get the Lore of Imladris, which allows us to heal damage. And then what we're going to do is we're going to exhaust Beravor to get us 2 additional cards. And then we're going to use her condition to actually, the Unexpected Courage, to ready her again. We're going to, at the moment we have a threat of 4. We are going to quest. We're going to quest with Eleanor and Eowyn, which gives us 5. We're at the moment at 4. We reveal it, it's another 1. Oh god. So 5 and 5 cancels itself out. And now we have to see what happens. We have 2 enemies that are already engaged with us. So we are going to defend against the forest spider, and we leave the Dol Guldur orcs undefended. Shadow attack, shadow effect, attacking enemy gets +1. So we have a +3. So the forest spider kills the miner, and this here is nothing. So Eleanor is now going to, so they're going to attack Eleanor for 2 against 2, that's fine. So she's going to attack right back, and she deals 2 damage to them because they have no defense mechanisms. So threat goes up by 1. Let's see, everybody gets a resource. Lorien Guide. Yeah, it'll have to be the Wandering Took who enters play, because we need an ally. We're going to use her ability to draw 2 more cards. And keep her ready as well. We're going to discard Gleowin to give her an additional ability to search, to quest. So she's at 6. We have a threat currently of 5. We're going to draw another card. 7, so the doom goes up by 1. Oh, she's exhausted because she is obviously questing. So we have 2 combatants, the forest spiders and Dol Guldur orcs. So Eleanor is going to engage them and not defend. Beravo is going to defend. No, actually, the Wandering Took is going to defend against the forest spider. And basically dies from that attack. And Beravo is going to deal 1 damage to them. Okay, we must choose 1 attachment we control. Yeah, we're going to remove this one, and she's going to deal 2 damage, and the Dol Guldur orcs are history. And we come to the end of our round. Threat is at 30. We ready everybody. We draw a card. we're gonna get 3 resources, so now we're at 4 altogether. I'm going to buy the Law of Imladris card, which is going to restore 2 health to Eowyn. And that's all we've got at the moment. I'm going to discard the Protector of Lorien to give Eowyn a +1 on her Mind Sphere. So she has six altogether. The threat is at 5. We're going to draw another card. It's a treachery card. When revealed, each player discards all event cards in his hand, but we're going to actually counteract this with Eleanor's ability, and we draw again, and it's a forest gate. It's a character, it's a location. So, but the threat goes up by what? 2, 4, 6, 7. Against 6 is it goes up by 1. So she's exhausted 2. So yeah, we're gonna not defend against this and hope for the best. No, nothing happens. They deal 2 damage. She absorbs 2 damage, so she's going to hit them right back with 1 damage. So we're going back, and we still haven't received any quest progress. This is bad. This is really bad. Okay, threat goes up. I'm not sure if this is actually such a good deck that he suggests, because it's not really working, because the staging area is filling up really quickly. Let's draw a card, and it's the Lorien Guide. Now at least we can buy him, which is what we're going to do. 3. Oh, actually no, we're going to not buy him. We're going to buy a Northern Tracker. And we're going to get rid of one of them to give her an additional +1 for questing. The threat at the moment is 2, 4, 6, 7, and she's at 6, so whatever we draw goes against us now. Oh, it's a 3, it's a location. That's brilliant. So it's 9 against 6 is +3. Let's count this again. 3, 5, 7, no, 10 actually. I guess 4. I'm not so sure if this is such a good deck. But at least there are no enemies, which is good. So what we're now going to do is we're just going to finish off this spider. We're going to defend with Eleanor. Going to draw a shadow card. Nothing. And we're going to attack with Bedavor and the Northern Tracker, and they have a combined attack strength of 4. They absorb 1 damage, brings it down to 3, and they are dead. Now the problem really is this here, the hammer horns, because when they enter, you deal 5 damage to a single hero you control. We don't have any hero who could absorb this. So that's a nightmare. They're going to enter play soon, very, very soon. Probably this round. Okay, so let's see. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we're going to discard the Lorien Guide. We're going to commit everything we have to the quest. So we have 1, 3, 7, 9, 10, and we have 10. So we're gonna, yeah, doesn't really matter. We're gonna, hopefully this is not gonna be an enemy. No, it's not. 12, so it's gonna go up by 2. That didn't do us any good. That didn't do us any good, because yeah, well, yeah. No, I'm not convinced that this deck is so. I mean, maybe I'm not playing this right, but I mean, I'm not really happy with this. Okay, I'm going to buy the Lorien Guide for 3. We're going to exhaust Beravor to draw 2 more cards. We're going to buy this card to reduce the threat by 3 for this round. And we're going to buy, well, I mean, it doesn't really matter because, yeah, we're going to get attacked by these and they're going to do 5 damage to a single hero. So the question is, which one should we sacrifice? Probably Eleanor. So what we're going to do is we're going to use her money to buy this card, which means that we can shuffle all of this back into our deck. And it doesn't really make any difference. Oh, no, yeah, it does. We're gonna buy this one and we're gonna heal ourselves. Okay. No, actually, we're not going to do this at all. I'm gonna put this back. So now we're going to quest, and we have 2, 4, 6, 7. She's going to commit to the quest. We're going to commit to the quest, and we're going to we're going to get rid of this card to bring it up to 6. 7. And we're going to draw a card, and it adds 2. And it's also going to attack. Brilliant. So we have 2, 4, 6, 7, 9, and we counted with 4, 5, 6, 7, so it goes up by 2s to 41. Which means that what's going to happen now is we will be attacked by these 2. The hammer birds, the hammer horns are going to destroy Eleanor. And the Beastmaster, we're going to defend. Well, are we going to defend really? Because okay, we're going to draw shadow cards. The Beastmaster gets 2. And the Hammerbird gets 1. The Hammerbird is revealed first. Defending player must choose and discard the 1 attachment he controls. Brilliant. And of course these guys defend, which means that they will be dead after this round. So the Hammerbird is going, the Hammerhorn is going to attack. And he's going to attack him. Nothing happens. And let's see what the Beastmaster does. No shadow effect. And here defender must choose 1 and discard 1. We don't have any, so that's not going to happen. Does 3 damage, absorbs 0 damage, dies. Okay, so now we have 3 that we are engaged with. And we only get 2 resources. Are we going to buy the snare, and we're going to ensnare the Beastmaster so that it doesn't attack. And that's about it. This one goes away. End of turn, 42. Yeah, well, this is, I mean, this is the worst game ever. I have not been able to place a single progress token. I'm not so sure if this is such a good deck. It reads well on the internet, but it's terribly ineffective. Let's draw a card. Another Lorien guide, whom we can't buy. So we have 3. We're not gonna quest. I mean, we have to quest, otherwise we will. I mean, this is now like a catch-22. I can discard this card, so that she has 5, 7, 9, 7, 8. We can commit all of this 8 to counteract a, yeah, well, we've lost, because now we have a threat that we're counteracting for 5, 7, 9, 11, 12, plus any card we draw brings us to 6, 7, 8 to at least 4, so we're at 44, and then these guys are and this one is going to attack for 2, and we don't have anyone to defend, so they will just basically take 1 out. So yeah, well, I mean, I will play this because otherwise this is ridiculous, but I'm not going to quest. So, yeah, we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 11. So we're at 53. We've lost the game. And we haven't placed a single progress token. Yeah, I'm not convinced that this deck is useful. Maybe because I only have the base deck and this guy uses 2 base decks, so he has slightly different distribution of cards, which I can't emulate because I just don't have those cards. But I'm not sure that this is, I mean, this is absolutely unsuccessful. So this is a really interesting game. I mean, I would liken this to actually almost like chess. Because you know from the very beginning what you have in your hand. The only thing you don't know is in which order it's going to appear. And you can, well, no, it's actually not like chess. It's not at all like chess. I think this is a really weird game. I mean, I think in this game, the in-between game phases where you actually sit down to look at your deck is probably as important or more important than playing the actual game, because I've got 50 cards here. I have not been able to place a single progress token. And this is the base game easy quest. That is interesting. That's very interesting. Okay, what I will have to do is I will have to ignore the suggestions on the website on how to put together a successful, or, you know, reasonably successful quest deck, because it actually doesn't work for whatever reason. Because the rationale behind why he put it together this way was perfectly logical, but when you then actually play it, it doesn't work. So I'll just have to, yeah, sit back and think about what I want to put in my deck. I'll have to build a new one, and I don't know what I'm going to buy, what kind of deck I'm going to build to do this. Okay, this is going to be interesting. Yeah, it's a very different experience from the other two games. Ellie and PACG. Okay, talk to you soon. Bye. Okay, so here we're back. I've now created a rough and ready Spirit Tactics deck. First round, we've just killed the forest spider, and we've also managed to give our noble Gimli his first wound, which means that he now attacks for 3. The shadow card that we revealed was a treachery card, so there was no shadow effect. Threat is now up to 31. At 32, Ungoliant's spawn is revealed. But when she came up, okay, let me see, 2, 3, 6, 0, 4, would have been 2, so we're actually up 1, yeah, so we're at 32, she will come down on this round. So we're going to ready everybody. 1, 2, 3 resources. Let's draw a card. Let's draw a card. Let's see what we get. Thicket of Spears. You must use resources from 3 different heroes' pool to pay for this card. So we can actually get rid of this card in future, because this is not really going to help us at all. Because it's not multi-sphere. Let's see, the threat level is at 3 at the moment. We're going to get the attachment Favor the Lady for Eowyn, so that she gets a +1 to her normal scouting. And we're also going to discard this card, and I'm actually going to put this in the box, because it's actually just going to dilute my deck, because we're never going to be able to use it if you have a mixed deck. So she gets an additional 1, so she is at 6 for questing. And then I'm going to turn over Darlene to take part as well. So we're at 7. We're going to reveal a card and it's 5. So finally, we're making progress. We put 2. Oh, actually, yeah, we put 2 tokens on the forest road. So now it's the travel phase. We're not traveling, we're still in the same area. And what's going to happen now is that Ungoliant's spawn is going to attack. We're going to defend using the Gondorian Spearman. She gets 1 shadow card, we turn it over, and the shadow effect is +1. So she attacks for 6. And this means that the Gondorian Spearman is history, because he can cancel out 1 of the attacks and he has 1 hit point. So he's dead. And now it is Gimli who's going to attack for 3 against Ungoliant, who's got Ungoliant's spawn, I should say, who has an armor class of 2, so he does 1 damage, which isn't too much, but it's at least 1. So we go up 1 to 33. The current threat level is now 4/6. We increase everybody's, or we ready everybody again. We draw a card. Rain of arrows, we're going to give everybody their resources. So now we have 4 resources in the tactics area. And we can also get rid of this one in future because, well, at least with these 2 heroes. So we're going to get rid of this card because we can't use it because we don't have anybody who's ranged. Attack ability, we're going to buy the... Oh, actually we do. Let me see. Does it have to be a hero? Oh, character. Okay, first of all, we're going to buy a horseback archer ally. Then what we're going to do is we're going to see, does this actually make sense? Exhaust a character you control with the ranged keyword to choose a player. Deal 1 damage to each enemy engaged with that player. Which is not such a bad thing. So, okay, we're going to discard 1 Gandalf card because it's going to take ages for me to get to 5 so that she can quest at 6. 7. At the moment we're at 5. Depending on what we're drawing, we may not even be able to get anything. Oh yeah, we don't get anything. It's 8. 5, 8 minus 6, 7, so we go up by 1. Now what happens is Ungoliant's spawn is still engaged with us. And he gets 1. He takes 1 wound because Stalin is engaged in the quest. So he's got 1 more hit point left. And yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the horseback. No, I'm not going to do anything. I will wait for the engagement phase. This guy is going to come down. It's going to engage me for shadow cards. Then I'm going to exhaust the horseback archer. play this card and do 1 damage to all of them, which kills the East Bite Patrol. It gets rid of that card. And now we're going to defend against Ungoliant's attack with Gimli. Gonna turn over the no shadow effect, that's good. She does 5 points of damage. He has 2 defense values, so we get 1, 2, 3. She doesn't take any damage this time, but we at least, I mean, I was actually quite happy with that. With this round. So we're gonna take up to 35 now. So we're gonna all come back. He's now gonna hit for 6, but we also need to ensure that he doesn't get hit anymore. We're going to draw a card. Everybody gets a resource. 1, 2, 3. We're going to discard this card. And Eowyn is gonna scout for 6. Current level is at 5. Thalin is going to scout with her. So we're at 7. We'll draw a card, and it's a treachery card. Deal 1 damage to each exhausted character. 1, 2. So let's see. 5 versus 6, 7. So we get 2. 4, 5, 6, 7. So we get 2. So 1 goes on the Old Forest Road. So this one is exhausted, is solved, and 1 goes onto the actual. Oh, that's progress actually. Did I move the? Well, we'll just assume I did. That's actually progress. Yeah. So, okay. So now we're going to defend with the horseback archer against the Ungoliant spawn. Turn over. No shadow effect. She's going to attack. We're just going to actually absorb all of this. She attacks for 2. For 5, he absorbs 1, 4, so he's dead. And now Gimli's going to do what he does best. He's going to kick her in the head for 6. Minus 2 is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And, oh, actually we forgot to travel. Reveal the top card of the encounter deck and add it to the, okay, we'll do this next round. But that's fine. So we're now at 36. Everyone's back to normal again. We draw 1 card. Oh, again, we get each 1 resource. 1, 2, 3. We can't really, oh, we could buy the Gandalf card, which is what we are going to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gonna put it in here. We're going to quest like crazy with Gandalf. Oh, and now we have to make a decision what we are going to do. After Gandalf enters play, draw 3 cards, deal 4 damage to 1 enemy in play, or reduce your threat by 5. Well, let's see. 2, 4, 6, 7. Yeah, we're going to kill Ungoliant because she does 5 points of damage. So she's dead. I would prefer to reduce the threat, but that's fine. But we're still gonna quest like crazy with him. So we have 1, 2, 6, 10 against treachery. When revealed, each enemy in each location currently in a staging area gets +1 until the end of the phase. That's fine. So we have 3 against 1, 2, 6, 10. So we get 7 tokens. That is brilliant. We have actually just solved 4, 6, 7 the flies and spiders. Oh, I've never ever solved a stage in a scenario. Oh, I'm so happy. Okay, now the nastiest things they saw were the cobwebs. Dark, dense cobwebs with threads extraordinarily thick, often stretched from tree to tree or tangled in the lower branches on either side of them. There were none stretched across the path, but whether because some magic kept it clear or for what other reason they could not guess. The Hobbit. We have cleared this, oh, I'm so, wow. The sense of achievement is amazing. Okay. A fork in the road, passage through Mirkwood. As you move through the Mirkwood, hounded by spiders, the forest path forks before you. Unsure of what lies ahead, but spurred by the urgency of your message, you choose a path and proceed, forced. When you defeat this stage, proceed to one of the 2 A chosen path stages at random. Now this has 2 points. Well, I mean, okay, in all fairness, I should have travelled to this, which would have meant, you know, we would not have, but okay. Let's not look a gift horse in the mouth. So now we're going to travel. Reveal the top card of the encounter deck and add it to the staging area to travel here. And it's a, what is this? It's a treachery card. When revealed, the player with the highest threat level attaches this card to one of his heroes. Counts as a condition attachment with the text, attached hero does not ready during the refresh phase unless he pays 2 resources from that pool. It's easy, we're gonna attach it to her. We're done. We refresh everybody. Gandalf leaves. Gandalf leaves. She pays 2. We get rid of this card. New round, 37. We draw 1 card, Dwarven Axe. Everyone gets a resource back. We pay 2 for the Dwarven Axe. +2, Gimli gets a +2 to hit. So now, because he's a dwarf, he gets a +2. If he was a normal or non-dwarf, actually, sorry, normal, he would actually only get a +1. So he now hits at 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So he's actually quite deadly now, but we also have to watch this. We need to ensure that he doesn't die. So, yeah. Let's see what we're going to do here. We will just let her quest for now. For 5, the staging area is completely empty. And we draw the Old Forest Road, which is only a 1. So we get 4 points, which we use to get rid of the Mountains of Mirkwood. Location, and we have 2 left over, and they go straight to the fork in the road, which then gets discarded. And now we need to choose what to do next, because we have 2 possibilities now. So I'm gonna just shuffle these without looking. I'm gonna pull this card, and it is a chosen pass. The trail winds into one of the darkest, most tangled parts of the forest. That doesn't sound good. You sense that a foul, dark presence is hunting you, and you move quickly in an attempt to avoid its evil. We turn it over. The shadows grow darker, and you realize that a foul presence is aiming to draw you from the path. You must defeat it to pass this way. When revealed, each player must search the encounter deck and discard pile for one spider card of his choice and add it to the staging area. Well, we have already defeated the Ungoliant spawn. Because this is a bit strange. We have to find one spider of our choice and add it to the staging area. But then it also says the players must find and defeat Ungoliant's spawn to win this game. Since we've already defeated it, can we just choose? I mean, this is what I don't get. If it's really about killing Ungoliant's spawn, it should just say get Ungoliant's spawn and any other spiders per player. One other per player. Since we have already killed Ungoliant's spawn, we have already won the game. But what we need to do is we need to add one more spider of our choice. Let's see, is there one? Spidey. Come out, wherever you are. Stop. We're gonna take a forest spider. Here we go. It's in the staging area now. Okay, so now what we have is a threat of 3. We're not gonna do. Yes, we are going to. Well, we are going. Well. We have now got the combat phase, which we can use. I mean, Tharlene can attack the forest spider. And give it 1. No, we're actually not going to do this. We're going to, she's going to engage us. We're going to use Tharlene to defend. No, we're actually going to use Gimli to defend. We're going to draw a shadow card. No shadow effect. It's going to attack. He's going to absorb. He's going to hit it back for 1. We skipped the travel phase, didn't we? Okay, well, next time. We're gonna. I mean, this is interesting. Since we already killed Ungoliant's spawn, we've technically won the game. But I will, you know, try and get rid of this anyway. So, next round, Citadel Plate for 4, which we can't buy. So we're going to travel to the Old Forest Road. Sorry, we're gonna quest first. Gonna get rid of this. So we're gonna have 4, 5, 6 against a threat of 3. Drawing 1 more card. 2. So we're gonna have 9. 39. We're gonna travel to the Forest Road. We're going to ready 1 person like this, like so. We're going to defend against the forest spider with her. Everyone gets a shadow card. Forest spider, no shadow effect. Gimli's just gonna, Tharlene is going to, well, she takes 1 damage from it, and Tharlene is going to kick it in the head. This one's coming down. We don't defend. Doesn't make any difference. Oh, get the second shadow card. Attacking enemy gets +1, +3 if undefended. Okay, so we actually just killed Gimli. Yeah, that's bad luck. So Gimli's dead. Oh no, actually he's not. Because I'm going to cancel this using this. So the Beastmaster attacks for 3 and yeah, Balin is still, Gimli is still dead. Okay, now the question is, have we actually won the game? Because we have killed Ungoliant's spawn. I guess we have. Yeah, so I'll congratulate myself now. Brilliant. Okay, I suppose I won this game, although Gimli died. That's too bad, really. Let's see how this plays out. So this goes into the... I am really curious now at this stage. So it's at 40 now. Everybody gets a resource. We're gonna quest for 5. We have 5. 6 goes up by 1. We get an additional card, of course. We're going to use this and give it to Thalin. We're not gonna defend. This one gets 2, this one gets 1, so we're gonna kill this. The spider attacks us for 2. We absorb them. We hit back for 3. It's dead. And yeah, this one's going to attack for 3, and he's going to attack Thalin, who's then gonna get 1 point of damage. Um, 42. We're not going to quest because there is no point really. Everybody gets a resource and we get the... So we're not going to quest because we don't need any quest tokens. So it's 6. So we're at 48. And we're going to kill this Dol Guldur. Beastmaster. 2 shadow effect cards. +1, so 4 against 2. Okay, well, Gimli's dead. So Thalin is dead. Yeah, so this is interesting. Leave in the comments information on whether you think I had already won the game when I revealed this, because the players must find and defeat Ungoliant's spawn to win this game, because I had found her already and killed her. So, but you know, I hadn't been looking for her. I hadn't gone to look for her because of this card. She had already been in the staging area, had already attacked us. We killed her. So tell me what you think about this. If I would have won the game, or if I'm now basically going to, you know, next round kill off Eowyn and be done with it. Interesting game, but I believe that the combo is now a lot better when it comes to the cards. Here again, the problem is, of course, that with the base game, you have only a very limited amount of cards, you know. So I might actually not even need as many spirit cards, because in all fairness, she's on her own trying to find the resources. So actually I could also get rid of Bayon, because I mean he needs 6. That would be 3 rounds, no 3 rounds without buying anything from the tactics deck. So this is the thing, the more expensive they are, the less likely it is that you will actually be able to pay for them. So, and if you have a lot of expensive cards in there that you won't be able to buy anyway, the problem is you're just basically diluting your deck and making it impossible to get good cards easily, because there are just too many cards in there. I'm also going to get rid of 1 Gandalf card, because that's 5. So yeah, and this can go as well, because this only works for if you have 2 players. If you have 3, if you can get resources pooled from 3 people from the same sphere, because it's a monosphere tactics card. Yeah, so I think this is when I get my additional cards, and as you know, or if you've watched the unboxing, I should actually have received an expansion with it, a small expansion, but what happened was I ordered the Dead Marshes expansion. What they sent me was the Dead Marshes terror cards, nightmare cards, sorry, which doesn't really help, because you can't play them without the actual expansion. So what I'm really looking for are additional cards for the decks, to build for the heroes, you know, for the hero decks, and so I don't have those yet. So here are my 3 heroes. I'm going to play again and see how that goes. Yeah, but that was a, you know, a more successful experience anyway. I managed to almost probably win this game. Yeah, and get some more useful cards in there, because yeah, if you have a card that only works in a mono deck, then you should get rid of this. I didn't know this, so I had 2 cards in there which I would never be able to use. And the one with the spears, or range of, or you know, the arrow one, the rain of arrow one is the problem. You know, I don't have any ranged heroes. I have Thalin, which is a good idea because he actually deals damage even while questing. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to play this again, and this was really nice. I'm going to try this again immediately. But first I'll have some coffee. Okay, thanks for watching. And next time around we're going to try Bayon's Path, because I would really like to see that as well. Yeah, but I mean, I will do an extended review of the 3 card games I've been playing recently, but my gut feeling is I have ordered a couple of expansions for this one. So basically, I think one is the Road to Roscoble, one is the Dead Marshes, which they said they're going to send me, and which they've in fact already posted out to me, so it's probably get this on Tuesday. And I've got 2 big expansions coming as well. One is the Black Riders that I'm really looking forward to. So it plays very differently. So when I look at the 3 games that I have, each one has its own unique experience to it. This is a really good game. This, I mean, I really like it, although it plays very differently and it requires different mental processes to play than the other 2. Okay, talk to you soon. Bye-bye.